Julia from Truth Beer Pod was wise enough to snag the, what is this thing called? The Patriot Pack?
The
Brewer Patriot Collection.
The name didn't really seem to make a ton of sense. I think calling it the Patriot Pack.
The Sam Adams Patriot Pack. These are all historical modeled beers. Mm-hmm. They're designed after historical recipes, I guess. Which is probably better. Hopefully better. But
we'll find out.
She was wise enough to snag one. I wasn't. And she said, hey, I've got these beers. What should we do with them? And I said, well, we should drink them. You should come over here to the Gnarly Gnome Tavern, and we should drink the beers, and we should figure out if they suck. Because I'm pretty sure that most historical beers were probably gross. There's stuff written on here. Okay, let's... Cheers to 250. In celebration of America's 250th anniversary, Samuel Adams is proud to present the Brewer Patriot Collection, a limited edition release of authentic colonial recipes inspired by our founding fathers' brews. Raises Sam to the spirit of independence, past and present, and it gives you the places you can go to visit Sam Adams, not Cincinnati. That's an issue.
That's an issue.
That's an issue. Where are we going to start?
Okay.
We have 4 different ones. We've got the hard root beer. Mm-hmm. We have George Washington's Porter. That's probably the most famous one.
Yeah.
Number 3, Ginger Honey Ale. And James Madison's Dark Wheat Ale. Ooh.
I know. They all sound... Part of me's thinking the hard root beer will probably... Well, I say it would probably be the sweetest, but I'm thinking in... modern root beer standards.
We don't actually know what any of these are.
So I don't know if that's actually going to be sweet at all. I kind of want to save the porter for last because that almost feels like it's the most well known. I don't know.
I would go.
Okay. I'm good with that.
That's the order that I would do it.
I'm good with
that. It's my scientific decision. All right.
And it's your tavern.
We went with Perfect Pints because...
I mean...
That's what George Washington drank out of, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think I read that in a book.
You probably did. Yeah. You have more books than I do, so...
I have like 5.
I trust your judgment.
Okay, this is...
Sam Adams beer, Sam Adams
Ginger
glasses.
Honey Ale. There's no way that a historical beer was this clear. It's a good looking beer. It's bright, yellow, fizzy. Kind of got a little bit of like a whitish haze to it. Okay,
Looks good.
There is no way that this is actually what historical beer smelled like. It smells like a modern beer. It smells good.
Right, it smells like what you would get out of a tap today. But, I mean, maybe their beers back then did smell good, or smelled good to them.
I definitely get a little bit of ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, if I'm looking for it.
There's a little bit of that sweet note, which I would take as the honey note.
Mm-hmm. It's light. It's refreshing. I
think that's delicious.
Okay, so now I have questions about all of these. So I understand this, like trying to brew historical beers. I don't think that's what this is. I think these are 100% just modern beers that are like with a twist in that the recipe kind of harkens to some historical.
So do you think this is more
recipes.
of they had an ale, here's the recipe, and here are some of the ingredients they used in that beer way back when, so let's make that beer.
I don't even know if they looked at the recipe.
Okay.
I'm going to say that they said, oh, this guy used to make a honey ginger beer.
So let's make a honey ginger beer? All right.
How can we make the best honey ginger beer we can? Because this is delicious.
Mm-hmm. This is something that you would get from any brewery today. Like, this is something that... This is a modern beer.
Yeah, there
is nothing that makes me think this is trying to give you an experience that tastes like something the founding fathers would be drinking.
I kind of love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I bet it's because we're drinking out of perfect pints.
And we're getting a perfect experience.
It probably makes them taste better.
There's so little bit in the glass. When we do the cuvee at the end, we need to use a non-perfect pint for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Consensus on number 1? It's a winner,
It's
right?
a winner. It's a winner. Absolutely.
Well done, James Madison. Is that who that? No, that was a different one. This doesn't tell me whose this was. Well done, founding father, mystery founding father that made a number 3 honey ale, ginger honey ale. Ale brewed with ginger, lemon peel, and honey with honey added. Contains alcohol. Up next,
Number
this
2.
one. This is James Madison. James Madison's Dark Wheat Ale. It's a wheat ale brewed with smoked malted barley. This sounds like the beer that I would expect a historical beer to be like.
Because as we learned, what podcast was that? All the malt was smoked.
Everything was smoked.
There was smoke in absolutely everything. So smoked beers are the original and the proper way to enjoy your beers.
Looks a little more like I would expect to. It's kind of hazy. It's a Dunkelweizen.
One can only hope.
It smells great.
Nice head on that one.
It doesn't smell like too smoky.
No. But you're definitely getting it. It's not.
Oh yeah.
It's not undersmoked, if that's even a thing. Bottoms up.
Mm-hmm. Again, which is a great beer.
That's.
This may be, to me.
I have no complaints about either of these so far.
Yep. That's exactly what a historical beer probably tasted like. It probably isn't. It probably tasted bad. And this doesn't taste bad.
No, this is incredibly clean. This is incredibly. It's just a well-rounded smoked beer.
I
don't.
Yeah, I love this.
So, cheers to Sam Adams and
James Madison.
James Madison for an absolutely fantastic dark wheat ale.
This is like a good, like...
It's a 2 for 2.
Good, like, campfire beer. Good,
Yes.
like, summer evening beer. Good, like, camping beer. Good, like...
This is a good year-round beer. Doesn't matter what the temperature is. Like, any situation, this would fit into.
This is a good beer.
And I mean, look at that. Look at the head. It's still incredibly fluffy. It is still just... You could take it with a spoon and just eat it. Man.
Yeah, I like this.
Now, when I picked this up, there was a lot of words of caution, a lot of warning. Like, so, just so you know, like these are historical representations. And I'm like, oh yeah, I know that's going to be the fun of trying this. That's going to be what's going to be really a neat experience out of it.
And that's kind of like where I'm confused, because that's what I keep...
So far, this is amazing.
I keep hearing online too that like people just aren't happy with them, and like I don't get it at all.
And that's why I'm trying to figure out.
Maybe these two are terrible.
The only thing I can think of, at least from these two, is, like I said earlier, are they saying this is terrible because people were expecting terrible beers because historically the beers weren't
I don't think people
as
are
great.
that
You know what I
clever.
mean? Right, but I mean, right, it doesn't make sense, but that's the only thing I can think of that would explain why people wouldn't be enjoying these. So yeah, unless there's something incredibly wrong with the last two.
All right, consensus.
It wins.
Also great.
Indeed. Moving on.
Next. 1790 hard root beer. We don't know whose it is,
No.
but it's from 1790. An ale brewed with molasses and with honey, caramel color. They weren't using that. And natural flavors added. They weren't doing that either. Contains alcohol.
Which is what makes it hard.
Yeah.
This is the one I think I'm most interested in.
Yeah, I'm curious about this. It does kind of look like root beer. It smells like root beer.
So what? Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. So okay. Before I try it, do we think this is like a beer
Oh my goodness.
with root beer flavors, or do we think that this is a hard soda, or what do we think?
It said ale.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't.
But
that's
that doesn't
just
right.
legally
Right.
the base.
I
The
think
creamy head on it looks like root beer. The color of it looks like root beer, like the
See, mine's a
haze and-
little. That could just be, well, no.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
That's
just
what it
putting
looks
it at a different light. Yeah, I'm gonna
It looks
say
like root beer.
it's. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to taste it to see if it feels more like I'm drinking an ale or a soda.
It
But
smells
the
exactly like
the
root beer.
tavern smells like root beer right now, and not like a sarsaparilla. Like it's, ooh. There's that little licorice bite. So, were you getting that at the end of one of those? Okay.
Oh god, that's great. Yeah. Oh, well, that's fun.
Ooh, okay.
It's like so it doesn't finish sweet like a lot of root beer does. It finishes more like a beer, with like a kind of a clean, bitter bite to it. I love that one too.
I'm just based off of this, I'm going to say it's a root beer
Wow.
ale.
Yeah.
And not
Yeah.
supposed to be a hard root
Yeah.
beer. Maybe this is the one that people are like, this is trash because they're expecting a hard root beer, something sweet, which again,
I don't
historically, well, I know that molasses would have made things incredibly sweet. This, I am so confused with what the actual intent of this 4-pack is, because I feel like the way that I read about it, I was reading it as they wanted to display the historical recipes, and,
Yeah.
and you were going to get a different flavor, a different taste to some of the styles you were familiar with, to try to showcase how far beer has come.
We should know better, though.
You know, but right.
Like, it doesn't make sense for a brewery as big as Sam Adams to make a 4-pack
Of something that might not taste
historical
great.
beers that probably aren't great. Like, it makes more sense that it's just 4
Yeah.
beers that are inspired by historical recipes, but are modern takes on those.
But for as limited as they made it, I could see them saying, because even you said, this is for the geeks, this is for the beer geeks that.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not for everyone.
But it is.
This is for everyone. Like these beers, these are for everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of stumped.
I'm,
You
I'm-
have Jim's number on your phone, right? Can you
Yeah.
call him up and just be like, can you?
I've got a hotline. That phone over
Oh,
there.
right over.
You just push
Oh.
that button on it, it goes right to him.
Okay, well after this, let's push a button and just say, hey, can you clarify for us the intent? Because
I mean,
these are all like I am not complaining about these in any way, shape, or form. I'm just a little confused about.
I see. I'm
The
not
expectation that-
anymore. I
Okay.
thoroughly understand the intent. The intent was to make 4 beers that are inspired by historical recipes, but still stand out in today's modern craft beer marketplace. Are good if you pick them up off a shelf. Any one of these could be scaled up to a 6-pack that is like a seasonal release from Sam Adams, and
Yeah.
people would enjoy drinking it.
Yeah.
And that's smart. It's not as nerdy as I was thinking it was going to be, and maybe there's some disappointment in that. Maybe I wanted them to taste kind of weird,
Yeah.
and they,
yeah.
they're strange, but they're good.
But in a good way,
strange.
yeah.
They're good strange.
I think that's where I'm sitting as well. I kind of wanted something
This
that
is
felt
like
different to me.
this
It's
is
just-
so over the top too. Root beer, like they loaded it up
yes,
with every
yes.
flavor you can think of in root
all
beer.
that natural color and flavoring.
Man,
They
It's-
didn't even
it's good.
use. It didn't even say that they used like real licorice root or anything like that in there. Just
well done.
this is great.
This one makes me want to burp. All right. Here is the probably the most famous of the 4,
Mm-hmm.
George Washington's porter.
Himself.
Let me correct that. George Washington Porter. Is that another guy?
Could
George
be.
Washington Porter, like George Washington Carver, like his cousin or something. George
This is
Washington
probably
Porter.
his.
It's not George Washington.
No,
It says
no,
George
it's George Washington Porter,
Um,
which means totally different guy.
This is an American porter. of course, because it's George Washington.
And this is America.
Brewed with molasses and licorice root powder.
Oh, no! How dare you spill George Washington Porter's
George Washington Porter.
beverage?
It's lighter brown, like porters used to be. Okay. It's gonna be hard coming off of that root beer to taste anything else, I think.
I don't know. This has a pretty good smell to it.
It just smells kind of like malty and maybe a little roasty. I don't get any of the licorice.
I can't tell if that little bit of a sweetness that I'm getting is from this or from the root beer. Maybe we should have done the root beer last.
Yeah, hindsight.
Yeah,
There is like a little kind of bitter finish to it, which I'm guessing is probably some of the licorice.
Root, yeah.
Yeah, that's again good beer. It's not heavy. It's not thick. It's not like. Yeah, I definitely get the licorice.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple
It's
sips
kind
in,
of-
you're definitely getting.
On that finish, it just kind of lingers with a bunch of licoricey happiness. I like that.
As
I actually
the-
like that a lot.
As the City Brewedads would say, this one makes my beer heart happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like lots of beverages that have that little bit of like licorice. I like I like lots of things with star anise and things like that in
Yeah.
it because I like that flavor.
It's just a
And
nice,
there's
like,
not-
solid punch.
there's not enough beers that have that though.
I think because sometimes they can be overwhelming when they're added to it. Sometimes it can be,
Yeah, but for me,
depending on what you're, for
I don't
you.
care about everybody else. Like for me,
It's all about you
it's
and
all
what
about
you
me,
want.
and
There,
I
there.
need more beers.
Apologies
that
for
have,
forgetting that. Yeah.
that have
Yeah.
licorice notes.
Breweries take note.
It
No
fini-
one's
like
licorice.
it still is going. Like the finish is still
Yeah,
there.
yeah, it's still sitting there, but not in a cloying, like syrupy, stuck
No,
to your
no.
mouth kind of way.
But this is a beer that, like, if I found myself, here's probably the intention of this. If I found myself back in time and it's 1780 and I'm celebrating this new country we've got, and I'm sitting in a tavern somewhere with George Washington, and he's like, hey,
Or George Washington Porter.
yeah, George Washington Porter, and he's like, hey, gnome, I just brewed up sorry, I gotta do it in his voice. Hey, gnome, I just brewed up a fresh batch of my George Washington Porter. I named it after myself. And I'm like, okay, Georgie, I would like some of that. And he gets like a tankard. That's what we should drink.
Oh,
that.
we
We
should have
like
had, yeah.
Anyways, my tankard, he gets me that. Like, this is the beer that I could then sit in that tavern all night, just kind of sipping on it and enjoying it, and just literally all night long. You don't have to drink it quickly,
No,
because that finish gives you something to kind of ponder and think about afterwards.
it's like Oktoberfest. It's one of those beers that, like you said, it sits with you. You
Yeah.
don't have to be constantly consuming it. You can take your time with it. As this warms up, this is probably just going to get a little bit better.
Probably. Consensus?
It's another win.
It's a winner. Four winners. We should cuvee these.
We should absolutely cuvee these.
We gotta find another glass.
Tankard?
Something more appropriate.
Okay.
We decided we were going to each select which mug we thought made the most sense for a
Historical
cologne.
beer cuvee.
No, historical beer cuvee. Come on, colonial cuvee.
Oh, yes.
See?
See, this is why you're the genius.
That's right. I went with a Stein, a Christian Moorline Stein. This is the Cincinnati
Moorline
Select.
Stein?
Cincinnati
like
Select
that.
Lager. This was the first beer to certifiably pass the Reinheitsgebot here in this country.
That's fantastic. Great
So,
choice.
Stein seemed appropriate.
Great choice. I went with a vessel that they have been using since the beginning of time, not
A rock?
just brewing time. Close.
Okay.
Close. the mason jar.
Okay. Not really a mason jar.
Well,
because you can't put a lid on it.
true,
There's no
true.
threads.
And I didn't know that Lagunitas did
Yeah, it's a.
stuff with mason jars with dog.
This was back when Lagunitas was Lagunitas.
Yes.
I'm going just a little bit of that. Oh, I think I did too much.
This is the root beer, just a splash of that.
I think you did that better than I did. Colonial Cuvée. Mine's definitely bigger than yours.
Well, I mean,
Mine smells a bit like
root beer.
Yeah, it smells like root beer. There's a lot of root beer, but not too much. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the splash of root beer was enough to give it a good root beer tinge, but it's not overpowering the entire thing.
It overpowers the aroma. But
Yes.
the flavor's still.
I
It's
don't
not-
know that I could pick out a lot of the differences in the different beers because of the root beer.
No, I will tell you that this is
But I don't mind drinking this.
the sum of all of them is not better than anyone by themselves.
No.
But it's not bad.
No.
This
It's another win.
This tastes more like I would expect a historical beer to taste like. Just kind of weird.
Of a mix of
Not bad.
stuff. No.
It's kind of
No,
weird.
Not at all.
Okay.
So, the Sam Adams Founding Fathers 4-pack. Overall, I think that whoever said it sucked,
You're wrong.
they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of good. Prost.
Prost.
Prost. Cheers to Sam Adams because
Yes.
that's delicious. Thank you for buying this and bringing it here.
Absolutely.
You could
Thanks
have
for
brought
drinking
it.
it with
You
me.
could have brought it to any weird basement bar, and you brought it
I
here,
brought it
and
here,
I
yep.
appreciate that. If you like this, if you like any of the stuff that I make, go to thegnarlygnome.com/support to become a Gnomie. If you like Julia and watching her drink things, well, you can't watch her drink things, but you can listen to her drink things on
Sometimes.
her show.
We just
Truth
had a-
Beer Consequences.
We
I'll
sent
put
a
a
video
link.
out on YouTube so you can watch me drink something.
I'll put a link in the notes.
He's not going to do that.
I'm pointing down because in my head on YouTube it's down, but this could be on Facebook too. I don't know. I don't know where it is. It could be.
And he's not going to put links anywhere. He never does.
It could be 100 years from now, and it could be on some website that I don't even know it exists now.
It's true. The link will be somewhere.
Or historical.
Oh, shit.
See you later.
Cheers.